audience is now deaf.
You know, guys, for the past 2 years, we have been celebrating the anniversary of some of the most iconic video game characters. We actually have the anniversary for Super Mario Brothers. We have the anniversary for Sonic, The Legend of Zelda. But this year, we are going to celebrate the 25th anniversary of my most favorite fighting game of all time, which happens to be Street Fighter. So I really want to do some special Fighter's Edge where we are going to take a look to some of the most weird or obscure games that are related to Street Fighter, games that are part of the Street Fighter universe. So for this time, I want to take a little game that I really love and I really like it, and I hope if you've never played it before, you are going to love it. And it is Pocket Fighters for the Sega Saturn. Back, guys, to a new edition of Fighter's Edge. As always, I'm your host, Video, and as I was talking before, this is a very special episode of Fighter's Edge. The reason why is that since we're going to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of Street Fighter this year, I really want to take a look into some of those games, and I'm going to start on this episode with a little game that I actually love, and it is Pocket Fighters. This is my original copy of Pocket Fighters, which I have to tell you a very funny story. This is the second import that I bought for the Sega Saturn, Pocket Fighters. The first one that I bought is actually X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and I actually bought this on Electronic Boutique. That time when it was cool to go to Electronic Boutique before it actually became GameStop. And I went to buy the game. I was going to buy a game. I wasn't sure what game I was going to buy. I didn't know that this game was out, to tell you the truth. I just went to the store, and it was on that time when they still sell used NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis games, and they started to bring some of the imports for the Sega Saturn. And it was about the time when Electronic Boutique in Babayas, I believe that's the right pronunciation. If not, please let me know. I don't know if it's Babaj or Babajas, we just call it Babajas. But those stores started to appear here in the island. And I remember going to my local EB, Electronic Boutique, and they started to import some games, and I really wanted to buy another game, and I went there, and I found one of my friends there, and he saw me picking up this game, and he told me, why are you gonna buy that game? And I just saw them, and they look so cool and so cute, so little. It actually caught my attention. Instead, he told me, no, don't buy it. Buy King of Fighters 97. Let's play that better. And I told him, no, we already been playing King of Fighters 95 on the PlayStation and King of Fighters 96 on the arcades. I want to play something different, but that's Street Fighter. It's the same shit and all this stuff. No. So I end up buying Poker Fighters. I actually end up having King of Fighters later, but I didn't pay any money for it. So I did it. In 1996, Capcom releases a small game known Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, and it is a puzzler just like Columns or Magical Drop, in where you actually have to match up the colors of these gems and all this stuff, just like Tetris. And the only difference is in that game you actually choose characters from the Street Fighter universe, or you take characters from the Darkstalker universe and Red Earth as well. The only thing is that when we saw that game, me and my friends, my buddies that I used to play fighting games with, we saw that game, we said, the first thing that actually came to our mind is that, why this is not a fighting game? Because it looks so cool to have them little, instead of having the normal Ryu or the normal Ken, to have it in a chibi form. It looks really cool. The thing is that on Super Puzzle Fighter, you don't fight. You actually choose your characters, and all you have to do is just match up the colors of the gems. But as you are making points, progressing and taking more points, your character will do some different type of moves, and he actually will inflict damage to your opponent, to the character of your opponent. But it wasn't a fighting game. But the concept actually did make us say, we would love to play this as a fight. I believe that the game was actually released in arcades. I never saw the arcade. I actually have seen videos and I have seen photos of the arcades, but I never played Poker Fighters in an actual arcade. I would have loved to actually play it. But in 1998, this little game actually came out in Japan, and I was able to get it on my Sega Saturn here in the island. This is the Japanese version, and I love it ever since. Now, what type of fighting game this is? It's a very simple fighting game. The engine that it actually has is quite simple. It only has two attack buttons. You have a punch and you have a kick, and you have a special button. Very simplistic. This is the type of game that actually anyone can jump in and start playing at any time. It's very simplistic. But what actually makes this game so freaking fun is the comedy aspect that it has. It's like Capcom actually did this game to mock themselves, because you have all these Street Fighter characters, and you have some of the Darkstalker characters and some of the Red Earth characters in a chibi form, and making stupid things, because it is not a serious fighting game, but it's fun as hell. The combo system in this game is really simple, and it's really easy to use. All you have to do is just match up the punch and kick buttons. You can actually do a combo by just pressing punch 4 times, or you can actually press punch and then kick 3 times, or do 2 punches and 2 kicks, or do a punch, kick, punch, 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 and it would do different type of combos. Now, the comedic part of those combos is, as you are progressing, doing the combo, matching up the buttons, your character will inflict damage on your opponent, but as he's doing it, he will be changing clothes, he will be changing costume, and he will be doing different stuff. It's not like in the normal games where you do a combo, you will see your character doing different hits and all that stuff. No, you can actually have your character starting in his normal clothes, And as soon as you start to do your combo, he will change. It can actually change into a cowboy. Not only that, he actually has the horse and everything in the combo. Chun-Li, she will change into one of the characters from Star Blazers. No, Star Gladiator is the game. The one, the girl that has the wings. I don't remember her name though. Morrigan actually will change into a nurse, or will change into a maid. When she changes into the nurse, she will actually attack you with a wheelchair, or she will actually come out with a big syringe. Akuma is one of the funniest because Akuma will actually change into a professional swimmer, and he will have the small bikini, and he actually will drop into the water and all that stuff. So every time that you're doing these combos, the characters will change. At the same time, the super moves that the character has looks really funny. Ryu actually has the special move, the super with the Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku, sorry. And when he will do that, a cloud will come on top of him and it will rain as he's doing the hurricane kick. You also have there's a super move. I believe it's Sakura, where these two dudes, really buff dudes, will come out and take you, and Sakura will actually change clothes into like a Playboy bunny, something like that. So there's a lot of comedic aspect into the game. The stages are actually absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of different characters from Capcom on the stages, and the thing is that they all doing kids stuff. There's the stage from Darkstalkers. I believe it's the Sasquatch stage, where you actually see the Sasquatch hanging from cables, and you will see different characters like Bison. Bison will actually pass through on his left, having fun. Even Vega actually appears on that stage, and he's having trouble with his skis and all that stuff. There's another stage where you see Bison with Cammy, and they're in front of a toy store, and Cammy is pointing at the store, telling Bison, "I want that doll," and Bison is telling, "No." So there's a lot of stuff like that on the stages. Now, going back into the gameplay is very simplistic. You actually have those 3 buttons to play. A punch, a kick like a Hadouken, where you do a Shoryuken, or a Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku, and press the S button, the special button, he will do the super move. But you also have different type of moves with the S button. Another thing is that the special moves that you have in the game actually will go up in level. There actually are 3 different levels for all 3 major special moves that you have. An example, Ryu has the Hadouken, the Shoryuken, and the Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku. And all of them start in level 1, and they are very small. The Hadouken is very small, Ryu doesn't go that much up with the Shoryuken, and the Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku, the Hurricane Kick, is really short. But as in Super Puzzle Fighter 1, there's all those gems. The gems are actually present on this game. So you have to collect all those gems, and the gems will actually level up your specials. There are 3 different colors. There's blue, red, and yellow. And in each of your special moves is coded with one of those colors. You will have the Hadouken, I believe, is with red. That's the Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku is the yellow. And as soon as you are getting more gems and gems, it will be filling up a small gauge, and when that gauge actually fills up completely, it will go to level 2, and then you will still do that until level 3, when all your super moves, special moves, are the strongest. With Ryu, we actually throw the Hadouken with electricity. Ken will be able to do the Shoryuken with fire on his hands and all that stuff. So the game actually has a very good fighting style. It's really very simple, and we do actually love it. Other comedic part of the game is that you can actually make your opponent bounce from the walls. Will actually give you the ability to do juggles. You can actually do that on this game. But there is a move. There's a special move. If you are continuously hitting your opponent and making him go to the floor, there will be a moment that you will hit him so hard that your opponent will travel around the world. You'll actually see them going around the world, and it will appear on the other side of the screen. And it gives you the time to do a special move or a super move. Now, the thing is that this game was available also on the PlayStation. It actually made it to North America on the PlayStation. This is my brother's, this is Nuki's copy, which I actually bought for him on Christmas. And the game actually is called Pocket Fighters, just like the Japanese version. It is called Pocket Fighters. But for some reason, when the game was released on the Street Fighter Alpha Anthology, they changed the name into Super Gem Fighters. I don't know why. If someone actually knows why they actually changed the name, let me know. But for me, it's always going to be called Pocket Fighters. Now, you actually have to find this game. I know you're going to love this game because it is very simplistic, but it's fun. It's fun as hell. And the game is weird. It is very weird when you are actually when you have seen Street Fighter for so many years into this very serious fighting game, and then you go from that to Pocket Fighters. You see all these characters in a cheating way, the very comedic way. You're gonna have fun. I admit you're gonna have fun. So you can find it on the Sega Saturn. You can find it on the PlayStation, and you can actually find it for the PlayStation 2. I don't know if the Xbox has it, but you can actually find it on the Street Fighter Alpha Anthology. It's the same game. I prefer more the Saturn version because it has more vibrant colors. It looks better. The PlayStation 1 version is very similar to the Sega Saturn, but the one on the Street Fighter Alpha Anthology for the PS2, I don't like it very much. The colors are very dull, and the thing is that when I saw it, I didn't like it. I don't know. It's just. But try to find it, play it. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Take it from me because I love this game so freaking much. So guys, I'm gonna be going. Remember, look for us on Facebook as V Game Masters or follow us on Twitter as VidiumX. Until next time, guys, I'll see you next round. Huh?